Hello everyone! As you can tell by the title of this video, today we will be visiting Oxford. First things first, you get to see Cali Road. Cali Road hosts the annual Cali Road Carnival, one of Oxford's largest community events featuring live music, dance, and food stalls. But our first stop is the Botanic Garden. According to Google, it is the oldest botanic garden in Great Britain and one of the oldest scientific gardens in the world. I did end up spending an hour here. It was so nice, and some people just come to read a book. The garden is home to a significant collection of medicinal plants which have been used for research and teaching purposes for centuries. The entry ticket did cost me £7, so it isn't exactly a free open space. Anyway, the weather at this point was so warm I felt like I was going to collapse, but the day had just started, so we kept on going. Going into the greenhouses did not help, to be honest. It was so humid in there, obviously, so I ended up touring it a little bit faster, but it was honestly a great experience. If I had more time, I would have definitely sat down and read a book, as it was the perfect time and place for it. Now, because I had already walked a fair amount and hadn't eaten anything all day, it was time for me to get some food. I decided to go to the covered market. It's so nice in there, with plenty of things for those looking for anything really. The market includes some of the oldest shops in Oxford, like the butchers, who have been trading there for over 200 years. I just got myself a sandwich and a cookie from Ben's Cookies. Before I eat what I just got, we're going to the University Church of St. Mary the Virgin. There are regular musical recitals and events, so if you are interested in this, you should definitely take advantage of these opportunities because it looks amazing in there. And the church was the site of the 1555 trial, and it is free entry. Finally, let's eat this sandwich. Next, we can go to the History of Science Museum. I decided to take a slightly longer route to also go past some universities and college buildings. If you didn't know this about Oxford yet, all of these academic buildings are spread out all over the city, and not to mention the history of each of these buildings. The museum is located in the old Ashmolean building. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it is the oldest surviving purpose-built museum building in the world. Personally, it still amazes me that some of these buildings were built back in the 1600s and are still standing. Coming from a place that is more modernized, seeing all these historic buildings adds to the aesthetic that Oxford is popularly known for. Without strolling around too much, we can finally go into the museum. It was smaller than I thought it would be. I feel indifferent, but I will say it was still intriguing, and the entry was free. As soon as I toured each floor, I went out to the university parks. It was nice to walk and get some fresh air on my way to the Natural History Museum. I didn't have any expectations for this one, and I am pleasantly surprised. It was way bigger than I thought, with so much to see that I didn't anticipate. This museum houses the only surviving remains of the extinct dodo bird, including a skull and a foot. I toured it a couple of times. There were also separate rooms with a more concise group of historic artifacts. It was really good, and I just loved how much there was. I was on my way back to the city center to see the Christ Church Cathedral. It is very big. I didn't go inside, but you can visit it. I think it takes about an hour to tour, though it does depend on multiple factors. The entry to the Christ Church is £20. I also stopped by the Independent Cafe. We are back, more alive than ever. Westgate is a mall with all sorts of shops in there. But yeah, that's pretty much all of Oxford. It's a small city, so a day is more than enough to visit all of it, especially because everything is next to one another. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make. Oxford is a truly beautiful city, and I definitely recommend you come to visit. It will not disappoint you. Thank you for watching. See you next time.